Hello guys, this is Vaish. So the UPSC 2024 prelims happened and people were telling about many controversial questions that some questions are wrong, some options are wrong and all. So usually they don't give you option to report that to UPSC, but this time in the portal itself there is an option called representation on question papers. I will show you full details. I'll show you. Just give me a second. You go to UPSC website. Okay, like this. Let me just move myself. UPSC website you go, and there in upsc.gov.in. Here in about examination section where you see all the cutoff and answer keys and everything, there you can come down. There is something called representation on question paper. Okay, representation on question paper. That if you click, it will take you to a PDF, and that PDF looks something like this, where it will be telling for each examination a time frame of 7 days. Okay, 7 days from the next date of the examination to 6 p.m. on the 7th day is fixed for the candidates to make representations to the commission on the questions asked in the paper of the examination. Okay, so this is like 7 days. That means if suppose your exam is held on 1st March, then 2nd March to 8th March 6 p.m. they allow you to show representation. And below again points are there. If it's a multi-day examination, meaning for mains also this will come multi-day, where 5-6 days or 7 days it happens, that time the last day of the exam, from there they will count the 1 week. Okay, from the last day they will count the number of 7 days, and then again you can do representation. And how you will do this, there is an online portal which they have prepared called Q-Prep. So this link is also given here in upsconline.nic.in. that is where you actually fill your form also. In that itself there is a Q-Prep thing, and below some extra points they have given. No representation by email, post or hand. Okay, you cannot write an email or message them or call them. That is not allowed. You have to do through this portal only. And after 7 days, whatever happens, they will not allow. So you are already date, I think 16th exam happened, means till 23rd you have the time. Today is 20th. Okay, and I will tell you which question also, which is the doubtful question, which mostly has to be taken away. That also I will show you today. So the above portal will be available for submitting representation next day after the examination is conducted. So that link which I showed you, that if you click, what will happen is it will take you to UPSConline.nic.in, and here you can clearly see that 17th 9:30 a.m. to 23rd 6 p.m. it is given, and here you can click. Okay, to make representation you can click, and in case it's not working, for that also they are telling contact UPSC. Okay, so here when you click on that, what will happen is the usual thing, like checking your result. It will ask you to put the roll number and your date of birth, and this captcha code you have to fill in here. Okay, immediately when you do that, what will happen is it will log in, and this I, with my student's ID I have logged in, so I have masked the details, the registration ID, roll number, name, father's name, date of birth, I have masked it. And after that there are drop downs, that is exam date, which is 16/6, obviously automatically it will come, you can select it. Then subject, that is paper 1, paper 2, even CSAT you can do both the paper, one paper you can select at a time. And then the set, your question paper set A, and then say A, B, C, D, anyone. And then after that the question number, if it's question number 3, question number 40, question number 49, whichever question, put that question number in that set. And then here you can type like, okay, this question is like this I don't feel it is correct, as per this source it is like that. You can tell that with the proof about that question alone. Okay, and then here there is a attached PDF option also, where you can upload. Okay, you can upload any proof you want, or you can upload the question paper itself. You can upload whatever you want, a 2 MB file, I think, yeah, 2 MB file, PDF file, single PDF file, it is allowed. Then you have to save, and then you have to do a final submit. Okay, so this, if you do properly, UPSC will get into notice that these many people have submitted this question as wrong, so we have to rethink about it, and maybe they will cancel it. They are not going to give you grace marks like this NEET and NTA and other nonsense which is going on around in our country now. Full exam leak, paper leak, it's complete failure of the government who is not able to control this. So here, if they come to notice particular question, they will then think about cancelling that question, meaning that instead of 100 questions, it will be 99 questions. With that, your cutoff will be calculated. That is why it is very, very important. Now, question, one of the most debatable question, which is, the question is actually easy, but problem with the technicality of the question. Okay, you would have seen this, the flying fox question, which is the fruit bat which caused the Nipah and all these things and all. So Indian flying fox is placed under the vermin category in the Wildlife Act 1972. This is actually a true statement, but problem is 2022 amendment happened to this act, and then after that the vermin category itself is removed. Vermin category itself is removed by the central government, and so now it's actually, that time it was schedule 5. Okay, schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 was there. Schedule 5, vermin category, animals were there which you can kill. Okay, some animals who destroy your crops and all you can kill, that is vermin category. But then this thing itself was removed, and then central government got direct power that now they can add any animal which is there in the schedule 2, that you can make anyone as the vermin. So it's a totally different process now. So is UPSC testing your knowledge that now vermin category does not exist, or they are asking you the older phase where vermin category used to exist. So it's a technicality problem. It's not about the content or data or whether flying fox is part of vermin. That is not what is being debated. It is about this question, what are you trying to test this aspirant? So aspirant in the exam hall in that pressure get confused. Are you testing my knowledge of this, or are you testing my knowledge that this category itself is gone? With current affair are you testing, or environment are you testing? So that is why the problem. Now again, many students will tell, sir, this is 1972 they have asked, but the bill is 2022, so it is different. They have to tell about the older way only, so vermin category true, that you can tell. But then what about those questions where we are telling right to privacy is under which article, and we will tell article 21. But when Ambedkar made the constitution, there was no right to privacy. Later it was added. So an amendment, even if it happens, it is still called article 21 only. Same way, this act, how much ever changes happen, it is still called Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Okay, so that problem is there. So if you want, you can use that option which I told and report this question, and if mass reporting happens, maybe they will delete this question, and if you attempted wrong also, they will not consider this negative mark, okay, for this question. That is the benefit of that. But if you attempt correct and you think, okay, I want this as positive answer and all, then you don't report, you keep it like that, and what you thought is correct, and then you will get the 2 marks. Okay, so that is why this one question is the only thing I find it debatable in my angle. But many coaching classes and many students were telling of different questions, which I will show you now. Very quickly I'll show you. One is this Northeast Council, which is again a little bit same kind of technicality problem. Here also it's amendment. Okay, first they are telling this thing is established by this particular act, Northeast Council Act, and then after that they amended it in 2002, and then this council comprises which of the following members. Okay, so that if you go on Google, I think the first 3 will come in the answer, and then Home Minister is like as a chair. So that's a debatable whether they are considering chair also as a member. That is a different thing, that issue, but that is not a problem here. Here for Hindi medium students there is a problem. The Hindi translation here, if you see, after the amendment they are telling Sanshodhan ke baad, okay, this परिषद में निम्नलिखित में से किन किन सदस्यों को शामिल किया गया, meaning after the amendment who all got added. They are not asking who all are the members. In English they are asking which all comprises. So English definition is correct. Which all comprises means you have to see overall who was there, whichever amendment it got, fine. But in Hindi they are asking through this amendment who all got added. Then the answer only will be like only the 3 members which is nominated by President of India, because that was added through that amendment. But there is no such option, like 3 only kind of options not there. So it is understood that it is a Hindi typing error by the whoever made this Hindi translation. Okay, actually they are asking about the comprising only, but still Hindi medium students, if you felt this as an injustice to you, you thought like that and confused and all, you can report this question. Hindi medium student. For English medium student, they have asked it perfectly only. Okay, so this is question number 2, which is like debatable in this this year's paper. Then about this again, Hindi, again same thing. Syndicated lending, that is combined lending, when you do, this risk will spread across the lenders. Obviously, it will be shared. So the risk actually reduces. But here in Hindi translation, they are telling the jokhim badhta hai, the risk increases. So the way these people have translated, that gives a totally different meaning, even though the question is correct. So that is why Hindi medium students can claim or report these 2 questions if you want. I hope you are understanding what I am telling. That's why I put the screenshots also, okay, so that you get clear. So 1 question for English medium, 2 questions for Hindi medium I showed you. Then this question Red Sea, which people are telling, this is a totally different issue. Okay, I think maybe I'll have to make a new video itself for this, but quickly I'll tell you, they are telling Red Sea receives very little precipitation. That's common sense, it's correct. In Saudi Arabia, desert area, Egypt area, it is less thing. That is correct, there is no doubt about it. So second one, no water enters the Red Sea from the rivers. No water enters from the Red Sea is like Britannica page, like Wikipedia page, there is Britannica page. As per that Britannica page only they have taken this line. It is written no water enters the Red Sea from rivers. Okay, but again Wikipedia, which we go and check, Wikipedia it is telling almost no rivers run into it. They are not telling no rivers, almost no rivers. Why? Because it depends on the dry season or the monsoon season, meaning the rainfall season. So rainfall season, there are some rivers which appear, very tiny rivers. Okay, and that list is also published by Wikipedia itself. In Wikipedia it's written Barka river, Anseba river, Zara river, many rivers are there, in which Barka is the biggest one. So I took Barka Wikipedia. There also it is telling in Sudan the Barka flows seasonally to the delta on the Red Sea. Okay, this is Sudan. So here to the delta of the Red Sea it falls is what telling, but in a particular season only. So now did this person who made the question paper look the Britannica page and make that question? Hopefully it is like that only, I think. But else if he thought to confuse you and trick you, he has taken the Wikipedia, this minute information which is of no relevance, and then made that question, then the second statement will go wrong. Okay, else both will be correct and answer will be both 1 and 2. So every year this happens. I told you 20 to 25 questions will be there, which will be always having different answer keys and all. I gave you the proper sources now, Wikipedia also, Britannica also. So now it's up to you. Only that flying fox question I will ask you. If you want, you can report English medium. Hindi medium, I showed you 2 questions, the Syndicate and Northeast Council. And like this, history, this time 9 questions came, of which again 2-3 are very nobody can solve it, because it's either there in only that Wikipedia book of Upinder Singh kind of 1000-page book, or it is there in IGNO notes. So that question by question, source by source will be my next video. Today itself night I'll publish it. So please watch everything and tell your comments also, because when you interact only, I can understand that my videos is what is helping you understand things. Okay, else you simply watch something and go away, then I feel like, okay, maybe nobody is interested and I'll have to stop this series. Okay, I'm doing for every subject and I'll be doing this one full week. So please support with comments and likes. I need your support. Only then I can do this free of cost. Okay, else again we'll have to do only paid courses. So I'll wind up this now, but tell in comment section whatever you felt, and if you want to report it, please report, because UPSC has given such an option to you now. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.